Another of the young guns, Adam Petty, rookie. He's in 15th position. As the battle for the lead heats up, here goes to the high side, Randy LaJoie.
You can see the regulars on the Busch Grand National Tour working with Randy LaJoie, trying to catch the 15 of Kenny Schrader. They'll make a move on him before too long, I think.
Kenny Schrader's last Busch Grand National win was in 1994 at the Talladega Superspeedway. There was a 10-car scramble on the final lap. Schrader made it to the line first for his second series win. Mike McLaughlin, our Circuit City onboard telemetry shows him running about 192 miles an hour.
Yeah.
6,800 RPM.
Now, the incredible part is he goes off into turn one. You'll see the RPM jump just a little bit. What happened there is the back of the car actually just got unsprung, and it just spun the wheels for a second there. About 68 to 7,000 is where they turn most of the way around the racetrack.
He's looking to the inside of Jeff Green. Now he eases back up in line on the back straightaway. Ned, was he looking for a move or just looking to breathe the car, do you think?
It could have been either, Mike, but he made a hand signal there a moment ago as if, hey, I want you to come and go with me, but it didn't quite work that time. He needed whoever's running behind him there, which is Brad Loney. Apparently didn't get the signal, or just, wasn't running fast enough to capitalize on the situation.
39 laps complete in the Napa Auto Parts 300. Ken Schrader leads Randy LaJoie. We'll be back to Daytona after this.
This CBS Sports Race Summary is sponsored by Smooth Busch Beer, an easy drinking Busch Light. Busch, the official sponsor of the NASCAR Busch Series.
Greg Gumbel back at Daytona, the Napa Auto Parts 300 after 40 laps. 3 leaders involving 4 lead changes. We've had an average speed of about 148.5 miles an hour. We've had the cautions, because of the incident, and there are 5 cars off the track, and they are as follows. Dave Blaney out early with engine problems, and then there's Jeff Purvis, Michael Waltrip, Andy Santerre, and Bobby Hamilton Jr. involved in the crash. Let's go now to Ralph Shaheen, where Mark Martin's having problems. Ralph.
That he is, Greg. Mark Martin coming down pit road and going back behind the wall. Talked to his crew chief, Tony Lambert, who said it looks like he got hit from the Amick car. So we're going to see if we can't go down and get a word from Mark Martin.
You see the damage to the right front of Martin's car. Apparently a tire cut, and it flailed its way around that fender, and it coast into the garage area. Also, while we were away, Elton Sawyer slid way up the racetrack in turn 2 and slipped out of the lead draft. Randy LaJoie has taken the lead from Ken Schrader with the 97 winner of this race back up front. Schrader in second. Let's show you what happened to Mark Martin, number 60.
Oh, yes. You
right
can
on
see.
the right rear corner there.
Shot him right into the wall on the outside. A lot of damage to his Winn-Dixie Ford.
Mark is one of the most 360-degree perceptive drivers I've ever seen. He will call and tell the crew not only what happened, but with who, as he did. And Schrader is on pit road. The pole sitter is in trouble as we look at this final replay angle of Mark Martin's car. Going into the wall in the backstretch, and Schrader will go home disappointed after starting on the pole and seeking his 3rd Busch Series triumph.
And it looked like there was some fluid coming out from underneath that car, Mike.
Mike, I reported just a little while ago that Nemechek looked like he was dropping back. Well, whatever problem was, maybe the tires were not up to, the heat that they needed, but he's moved right back into contention and up to 3rd place.
Joe Nemechek, last year's winner of this race, very emotional win. As he pulls up into that lead draft, and now the shuffling from Mark Martin on back have let the first 4 cars break away. That's LaJoie, the leader. Jeff Green in second, Nemechek in third, and the 4th car is Mike McLaughlin.
And then a little farther behind them is Terry Labonte. He's running in 5th place. There's just a 3-car. There they are. Terry Labonte, Lyndon Amick, and Todd Bodine.
Look at the battle a little further back. Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to gain some ground. He's up to 9th place. as this group comes off turn number 4. They're about 800 feet behind the leaders.
Boy, that's an incredible drive because he had to start in the very back of this whole field, and he's worked his way to the front.
Now look at these two. Ron Hornaday drives on the Truck Series for Dale and Teresa Earnhardt. This car is owned by Dale and Teresa Earnhardt. Guess whose son is right there, tight in his draft, hanging on as they're going to try to take each other to the front.
Do you think? Yeah, they're on their way.
Of course they'll work together. That's part of what teammates are about.
Right behind them is Johnny Benson, who had to use the Champions Provisional to get into this field. And getting a lesson on drafting at Daytona from Benson is young Adam Petty, 4th generation NASCAR driver. Let's give you another look at what happened to Mark Martin.
Boy, he was very fortunate to get that thing back across the racetrack and down to the inside out of everybody else's way and not getting hit.
Buddy, racing is a contact sport.
You better believe it. And every time that happens, I've been there, done that. When I hear that noise, I automatically duck to the left.
Time's complete next time by.
There's the leader, Randy LaJoie.
Now right with him come Jeff Green, Joe Nemechek, and Mike McLaughlin. Let's go to Dick Bergeron with this race's pole sitter.
And he's out of the car. Kenny Schrader, what happened?
We broke a rear end gear. I'm telling you, you know, a restrictor plate race, you wouldn't think it'd happen like that, but I just feel sorry for the guys on the Oakwood team and sorry for the Hartford Oakwood people because that thing was running, but it didn't run all day.
And that's the key. It's got to run all day. To Bill Stevens.
I'm with Mark Reno, the crew chief of the driver who is now leading the race, Randy LaJoie. You were loose in the beginning. It looks like the car responded to the chassis changes in the pit stop.
Yeah, we've got it about halfway where we want it. We'll do one more adjustment on the last stop. We're really, if it keeps going green like it is, one more stop and we'll be good. I hate it for Ken Schrader to fall out of the race like he did. We really wanted to beat him. But mileage-wise and stuff, we're looking pretty good. We're going to try to lead the halfway point and then just ride a little while again and try to lead the big one.
Terrell Shaheen.
Harold Hawley is a crew chief for Jeff Green. They started 13th. You're now running second. You said you're going to be cautiously aggressive. How do you describe that?
Well, you got to be cautious enough to not get yourself in trouble and aggressive enough to not get caught in trouble.
So far, Mike, it's working pretty good.
Thanks, Ralph. There is your front four, and they are packed tightly together. There are 3 cars trying to run them down, led by number 44, Terry Labonte.
And I believe he is gaining a little bit, Terry Labonte, on that front foursome. He's trying to close that gap. He's getting close enough now that the draft can really work.
And trying to close up on him is Lyndon Amick, who has only 2 top 10 finishes in his brief 2-year Busch Series career. That's the number 35. Both of those finishes were on short tracks. This is his first run on a super speedway. 51 laps complete. Randy LaJoie leading Jeff Green, Joe Nemechek, and Mike McLaughlin. The Napa Auto Parts 300 continues after this message and a word from your local station.